Emmanuel from Sondax, and today we are going to talk about this wonderful template that we have created for you to make your life easier when you in the moment you want to create your own smart contract. We have created this template based on the best practices and putting all the things that you need to start building your own smart contract. As you can see here, we have put everything from all the dependencies you need, all some basic test running on chest for you to install, instantiate, and interact with the methods that you would define on your smart contract, as well as some basic definitions for your constructor function, an example method of an exported method that you will be able to interact with the client tool from the outside world, and a class with the state class where you can define everything you need to save on storage between calls. I mean, it's like the state of your smart contract. We left some comments for you to as an example of the things that you could define there. I mean, this is not all the things you can define, but some examples for you to easily see what you could put there. And I want to share with you some extra information, or maybe something that some insights that can be useful for you to make to start even quicker. For that, you have here the init function. This is the function that will be executed when you instantiate when you create a new instance of your smart contract. If you don't want to do anything here, there's no problem with that. But the idea here is to initialize the default state for your new instance of the smart contract. If you need some initial values for your smart contract, you can pass them as arguments here in the init function, and then you can execute this state default save, or you can create a new instance of your state with all the values that you have received here and save it to the storage. After that, here the rest of the functions that you will implement, if you want to export them as method that can be invoked from the outside world, you can use this decorator, the export method, and here you will see the number. This is an index that will identify uniquely your method. It starts from 2 and from 2, 3, 4, and so on. The number should be unique. You cannot repeat the index for your methods. And after that, you will have the signature of your method. You can receive anything you want there as arguments, and you can return any possible value, any possible type that Assemblyscript supports. And inside the method, you can do whatever you want. I mean, you can, as you can see here, as an example, we left you some way to load the actual state of your smart contract, interact with the state, save it again to keep the new values there, and return a possible value. In this case, what you are seeing here is a hello world example, but we left them there as a helper for you. After that, you will have some different or some new comments with other possible exported method with different arguments and different return values. And for the last part, you will have this state class. Here you only need to define whatever you want to save on the storage. And finally, for the test, that's for the implementation part. For the building part, you only need to run the make build, and that will leave you the binary inside the build folder. Previously, when you clone the repository or when you start working on this project, if you want to install the dependencies, you just need to run make install deps. And finally, if you want to test your smart contract, you here will find like a template for some ways to interact with your smart contract. You will have a test case for install your smart contract, another one to create an instance of your smart contract, and after that you will have to implement your own test cases to check the different methods that you can invoke from the outside world. In this case, we left you one specific or a simple one, the only method that gets exported from this smart contract. And if you want to run this test, you only need to run the make test, and that will run all the test cases. Yeah. Finally, we left you here some actions to be run on GitHub Actions to build and test your project. This repository is fully functional, it's working, and the actions are running, so you can use it as a good template for you to start with a new project. The definition, all the dependencies that and the version of them are here in the package.json, and as you can see here, they are the latest versions of each one. So I hope this is useful. This is useful for you to understand how to start with a new project. And please give it a look at the documentation because there you will find more information about the different aspects of the SDK and more insights about it. So I hope I see you in the next demo. Until then, thank you for your time.